Hi guys, let me turn this down because it's kind of loud. It's Friday again. I'm really sorry this is the end of the day. I would have uploaded for school, but I leave at 7 o'clock and I wake up at 6 and it's hard to kind of get a video done and uploaded by then, so I'm just going to have to organise my time and start maybe recording the day before and uploading in the night time, just so it doesn't get to the end of the day and I haven't put a video up. But yeah, I'm here. Today it's going to be kind of like a talky video, because I did have a video planned, but I'm really not feeling that great, so I didn't necessarily want to make it. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about the role of logic and how logic versus your eating disorder, really, and obviously examples of that and how and why, because it's a little bit odd. You go from being a perfectly logical human being and knowing what is a logical way of seeing things and thinking, and then just your thoughts that kind of completely go against that, and then your eating disorder comes along and suddenly you don't need logic, because you've got your eating disorder just to tell you what's right and what's wrong, and it kind of goes against everything that you've learned. Like, you suddenly all these things that you thought were this way suddenly aren't anymore, and it's a little bit disorientating, really. I've written down some points in which I think this follows. So obviously weight and size. A lot of the time, now I'm not saying all of the time because that isn't right, but some of the time you can logically you can see that you're underweight, or you can see that if someone was to place you in a line from really skinny to large, you wouldn't necessarily be at the end, or logically, and you can see that. However, your ED kind of comes on and says, well, logic isn't right, because we both know you're going to be at the larger end, don't we? Come on, we both know that, don't we? And it's like, suddenly logic kind of just gets pushed aside. And why is that? Like, if you can logically see that that is wrong, why are you choosing not to think about it? Well, not choosing, but why are you not listening? And it also happens with things like how much you eat. I certainly feel all of these, but a lot of the time I will feel like I've eaten too much, or overeaten, when really logically I haven't. And a lot of the time it's it's far from me to overeating, but in my head it feels like it, and that feeling overrides the logic. Obviously it happens with your feelings. You can often kind of feel as if you might be feeling particularly sad one day, and logically it's okay for you to feel that way, and there's probably a reason, whereas your eating disorder kind of just says, well, no, you're just being ridiculous, you've got nothing to feel this way about. But you still do, and logically you normally might be able to say, well, it's okay that I actually do feel kind of upset, and you don't always know a reason. And obviously about your eating disorder itself, logically an eating disorder is an eating disorder, so no matter what it is you're doing is bad for you, and it's unhealthy, and it's going to hurt you, but your eating disorder thoughts kind of just push that aside and say, well, no, it's not that bad, you're not that thin, you're not this, you're not that, so really it's not that bad. Whereas logically, it's a psychiatric illness, so it is, you know, it's bad already. Whereas, you know, you can't really see that, and I think that's one of the really big ones that I struggle with. I often feel that I'm not deserving enough to get treatment, and that I don't necessarily feel that it's that bad. People are kind of overreacting and feeding me up. I feel that a lot because in my head, you know, I'm not dead, so it can't be that bad. Whereas logically, you don't have to be dead for it to be really bad and for it to be really damaging your body. You know, and I just kind of wanted to tell you guys so you could think about that, because I've been thinking about it all day, and it isn't really something I think about. You know, there are so many examples and there's so much evidence to say that logic is kind of right. However, we still kind of listen to this voice in our head that's telling us don't listen to logic, because what did logic ever do? Did logic help you starve yourself to death, kind of thing? And you know, I don't know, I've just been having a bad day, and I've just been thinking about it, and I thought, you know what, that's what my video is going to be about today, because it isn't something I think about all that often, and you know, I should really. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope that the lighting is making me look like awfully shiny. I don't like it. Just gonna come and turn that light on. Is that better? Not really. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that today because it's been on my mind, and it kind of gives everyone something to think about the next time they do kind of listen to even a disordered thought. You know, it's logical. You know, at this weight and this size, can I really be put in that category? You know, and I think you'll find that a lot of the time it's not logical, and I know that doesn't help you from thinking it, because I still think all these things, but it can, you know, it's just something to think about. And you know, if you really are considering recovery, you are going to have to start listening to that logic and, you know, what is ultimately the truth. But yeah, so I'm really struggling with it at the moment, and yeah, I just kind of thought I would, you know, talk to you guys about it, see how you feel, and yeah, just, I don't know, comment below with how you feel about this logic versus your eating disorder, and yeah, it'd be really nice to kind of see how you guys feel about it, and if you guys have thought about it before. And yeah, I hope you're all really well. As I said, I'm not having the best of days. I saw my care team today, and you know, didn't really go that well, but I'm trying to be positive. I've slept, like, since I come back from school. I've just been sleeping, so yeah. And I'm sorry this is late. Next Friday, I'm definitely going to put it up either the night before or in the morning, so there's none of this kind of kerfuffle with going up late at night. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.